Oh, good work to step in front. The pass taken away.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Waiters. Here comes the screen. Waiters matched up with Harden. Kawhi Leonard with the block. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Waiters.
Coming left. Coming for the switch.
Baseline drive, but he can't finish.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jarring is only going to escalate.
Kevin Durant, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
I got him. Let's go.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Dragic. With the interception, great defensive play.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
I got him. Here we go.
Dragic. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Justice Winslow able to recover with the block. It's the Heat with the possession.
I got some for him. I got ball. That's me.
Winslow against KD.
Screen right.
To Waiters. Dion Waiters. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Lays it up and in.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Harden. Deep left corner. To Leonard. That's going to be out of bounds. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Dragic up against the Weber State product. Driving right to the basket. Runner here won't go down. No good. Kevin Durant. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game. Kevin Durant. Dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Time for some new personnel into the game. Waiters. Dragic to Wade.
Watch your back.
Trying to cash in. Dwayne Wade not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
And the finish at the rim.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Dragic to Waiters. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Has a look. Off the mark. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys can get a 2 for 1 if they time this out. Wade to Dragic. Going to launch beyond the arc. Dragic wide open, knocks it down.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
Anthony Davis. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Screen coming. Waiters, guarded by Klay Thompson. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Team Curry going to have the ball first as we start the 4th. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
James into the front court. He'll run the offense. Anthony Davis. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
Pick.
Waiters. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Can't connect.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
That's out. Last touch by Goran Dragic. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Pick up.
He throws it down. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Knocks down the first.
Good shot, boy.
Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Leonard to James. The pass set it all up.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Richardson. Here comes the screen. Ryan Anderson, defended by Kevin Durant. To Richardson.
Watch cutter.
Shot clock for the Heat, down to 3. Has a chance? Not that time. LeBron with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Richardson to Dragic. Here comes the screen.
Oh, you gotta work around the screen. You're killing me.
Trying to cash in. Not that time. Durant across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. Kevin Durant. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Wade. Harden's on him. To Richardson. Count the basket at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Harden to Durant for 3. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
To Whiteside. And the rebound gathered in by Davis.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Dwayne Wade to Richardson. LeBron James sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Has a look. And scores on the step back.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
It's Wade.
I'm on D. I got him.
To Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Cruises inside for 2. Dragic with the basketball. Down a bundle. The screen sets him up for 2.
Good shot, Muddy.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Harden into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Free throws good. Add 1 more to the total. This game feels out of reach. To Whiteside. Oh, emphatic slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Dwayne Wade snatching it out of the air. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer.